It's been almost a month since my mom's been gone. I still can't believe how fast time is flying by. It was 3 weeks from the time we learned that she had cancer until she was gone. I just, I still have trouble understanding how something that took years and years to develop inside her body to suddenly becoming very aggressive. It just makes me, I keep thinking, what if she didn't go to the hospital? What if she, I know that one of the things, I keep going back to the fact that, they put her kidneys through the imaging using the dye 3 times in 1 week. That alone will cause kidney failure. And I just keep thinking, what happened to speed this up so much that and it doesn't do any good. Even if I knew exactly what happened, wouldn't do any good, wouldn't bring her back. I've been doing good so far, but see, I'm missing her calls, and I'm missing her messages and her video chats, and she loved watching me on the map when I would drive back and forth while she was in the hospital. She liked watching on the map, to make sure I got home safe. And I've been having lots of dreams about her and Daddy and my stepdad, like all three of them in the same dream. And that never happens. That's never happened before. But that's how I've been dreaming lately, and a lot. I started dreaming about her about a week after she passed. And I haven't stopped dreaming about her since. And I know it's going to get easier, because it got easier with Daddy. And it got easier with my stepdad. I know it's going to get easier, but see, there are still days when I miss Daddy so much, and my stepdad. It never really goes away. Just you learn how to live with them in here. They're just in your life in a different way. And it, people look at me all the time and they're like, wow, you really are so strong, and everything you've been through, and you really are so strong. I could not do it without God. I could not do it without God. Some people say, well, why didn't you should have taken time off so you can grieve. I have to keep busy. I have to keep busy. I miss her. And nobody better ever think that I don't. You know, I had my problems with her growing up and even as an adult, you know, but didn't mean I didn't love her. I find myself wanting to show her things. And I can't. I watched my aunt open a box that my mom put together for her, some craft stuff. I watched her open it on her YouTube channel. And it made me a little sad because I knew my mom put all that stuff in the box for her, and I don't know how I would feel if I got something from someone after they had passed on. But it was definitely something she wanted my aunt to get because she wanted it wrapped up in this duct tape over and over and over. So she'd have a hard time getting in it. I don't think she counted on my aunt having these X-Acto knives. And everything is changing. Like my sister said, everything is changing. And I know that's part of life. This is part of life. Things change, you know, and this is definitely the next chapter for us. It's a new chapter in our lives. And I'm really not okay, though, with not having a parent. It might sound silly to say. I'm 54 years old. And I don't know how to explain it. Mommy and I I understood my mom in that she lived by herself, you know. I understood her in that way. So I understood, you know, why she would get lonely and stuff. I live by myself. You know, I've got my sanity. She protects me and all that, but it's not, I can't just have a conversation with her. I can't just pour some tea. Let's chat. Although she probably would. I'm gonna be okay. I know we're all gonna be okay. It's just, this hits me every now and then. And it's going to hit me every now and then. While I am on here, I want to see one thing I did when my mom, we first found out my mom was sick, was I went looking for other folks that were going through something similar or had gone through it. And I found a few folks on YouTube. And I don't know if you've heard of the POG family, P-O-G. I found them, and Miss Sarah just passed, and I think she fought her cancer for like over 2 was it 2 years? I'm sorry, I don't remember how long, but and then there's Kyle and Jenny, and she is going through lung cancer, and it does help to know that you're not alone when you go through things, and Miss Sarah is gone, so Josh is now with his 2 kids trying to figure out life without her. And bless his heart on that. God be with him. But it gives you strength. It really gives you strength to know that you're not the only ones going through something like this. There's another fellow that I watch. I can't think of his name at the moment. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, his name is Paul in Perth. Perth. Paul in Perth. And so I've been following especially these 3 families, and I recently found a woman that I started following. Her channel is called Big Valley Living. She's going through colon cancer. So there's 4 in total that I really follow. And it helps, when you see other people having gone through or going through, a similar situation, have lost someone, and or they're going through something, one, it helps, you want to lend your support, and the other thing is it really does just help to know, to remind yourself that there are folks, well, not just going through what you're going through, but maybe with some added stress or added heartache, like the Pog family with the 2 children and the Jenny Apple, her and Kyle, they've got kids. It's got to be harder with little kids. I'm grateful to have had my mom, she was 70, and in the hospital she's like, that's not too bad, and I'm like, no, that's not too shabby to make it to 70. And I mean, my mom's very life was truly a miracle. Like, she wasn't supposed to live past 16 or have kids. She was born with this thing where her chest was caving in, and I believe she said that one of her ribs was poking a hole through her heart too. So she had a couple of surgeries for that and was in a body cast, when she was young, and she lived past 16, and she had 3 girls, and then she had 2 brain aneurysms. She had 1 clipped and lived with the other at about 4 centimeters for the rest of her life. So something that should have killed her, usually folks don't even know they got an aneurysm until it kills them. And so she was given, like my sister said at her memorial, she was given more time again. So twice in her life, she was given more time, and God answered people's prayers to leave her here longer. And this time, it was my mom's wish. When my mom had her brain surgery, and I'm sure when she was a kid, she didn't want to go. She wasn't ready to go. But this time, she wanted to go. And I keep, when I get sad, what lifts me out of it is remembering how badly she didn't want to stay. She really wanted to go. It's just the fucking way she had to go that hurts. So, but I keep hearing this little this little voice in my head that goes, if you only knew. If you only knew. And it's my mom's voice, and it means if you only knew. I can hear her saying, girls, if you only knew what it was like now. If you only knew how beautiful it was now. If you only knew how happy I am now. How good I feel now. If you only knew. And I know this. But it doesn't replace the hurt and the emptiness from me missing her. She was ready to go, though. She made that so very clear. She was ready to go. So that's why, she refused. She really didn't care about any treatments to save her or nothing. She's done. So, you guys forgive me for not putting this in my new format. It's just something I recorded quickly because I needed to reach out to my YouTube family. I needed to get my sorrow, my sadness out. And I appreciate you guys letting me. And if you watched me blubber through this whole thing, God bless you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. It does help to know that I'm not alone. God bless you all. I'm okay, and I will be okay. These moments are gonna come.